We've got game 3 in both ALDS matchups, and I've got a best bet in each of those games. This is the free 3. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Noble Living back with another DYF Bets video where I'm breaking down my favorite picks and plays of the day as we just try to get to the bag together and make some money. Last night we did have a split day on the channel going 1-1. We cashed in on our Zach Wheeler over 15.5 hours as the guy always wheels and deals in October. We did lose on Jimmy G pass attempts as he only finishes with 31. I was really hoping the Packers would score late there so this way he would get back on the field. But hey, hate to see it. 1-1 on the day, year-to-date record right here. Still a little bit under 500 for the month of October, but trust me, we're about to turn this thing around today. We're about to get after it. We still have a long month, so make sure that you guys are getting after it. And guess what? We've got NHL season starting today as well. I don't really handicap NFL. This is going to be my first year really betting it. If you have any NHL picks of the day, let me know so this way I can tell you guys. And if you can, drop a big like on this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. And let's dive into our first best bet of the day. For my first best bet of the day, you guys know where I'm going, maybe. I'm going to the old trusty hitter parlay, right? Those things saved us so much during baseball season. There's no reason why I can't save us again today. I'm going to go with a 2-leg hitter parlay for both guys to get one hit. I'm going Jose Altuve to get one hit. I'm going Carlos Correa to get one hit. Both of these guys to get one hit today. Plus 125 odds. Make sure you shop around on your book there. So we're getting really good plus money value there. So it's been a little minute since we've done these hitter parlays. But listen, when we were in doubt in baseball season, when we were a little cold, these things saved us. So I'm going to go back to that well today because both of these guys have been on fire since the postseason have started. Both of these hitters have been really sharp. You love to see that. And although postseason baseball does favor the pitchers, it just really favors the guys who are in good form, who have their confidence up right now. And I think that's what we're seeing right now between Jose Altuve and Carlos Correa, two guys who have just been absolutely dialed in for their teams. Altuve has recorded at least one hit in both of the games so far in this series. The only 2 games that he's played so far in this postseason. So we definitely love to see that. And then he's also very familiar with Sonny Gray. You know, I love backing hitters who are familiar with the pitcher. That's really what the postseason comes down to. The hitters who know what pitches are coming from the pitchers and are able to exploit that. He has faced Sonny Gray 36 different times, 36 at-bats, and he has a .333 batting average against him. So you love to see that. No one else in this Astros team has this type of familiarity with Sonny Gray that Altuve does, so he definitely has to take advantage of that, as Sonny Gray pitched really well in the first series against the Blue Jays, so you know the Twins are going to be looking for a similar performance from him today. He limits a lot of base runners, doesn't give a ton of walks, so we know Altuve is going to be a critical part of that Astros offense, really being able to get a hit or 2 off of him. On the other side, even though Carlos Correa has never faced Christian Javier for the Astros, Correa is finding himself in his usual October form. Carlos Correa is a veteran. He's no rookie to the postseason. He's actually one of the league leaders of all time in terms of postseason RBIs. We saw him on Sunday be able to score a few more RBIs. So I really want to take advantage of that fact today that Carlos Correa has been in excellent form. Dating back to his last series against the Blue Jays, he's had at least 1 hit in every single postseason game so far. So that gives him a 4-game hit streak. So love to see that. We also saw him rack up 3 more hits on Sunday to raise his postseason batting average to over 600. That's right, batting over 600 so far in 4 or 5 games for these Twins. So you love to see that. And Christian Javier, he's a contact pitcher. He's not a guy who's going to strike out a lot of guys. He looks to get a lot of ground balls. And this year he gave up a career high of 7.94 hits per 9 innings. So I think Carlos Correa can be able to take advantage of that. I like his new spot inside this lineup. I like the way the Twins offense has been looking. And I just need both of these guys to get 1 hit today. We're not trying to get too fancy. We're not trying to do 12 bases. We're not trying to do HRRs, even though I do think I like some of those lines as well. But let's go with Jose Altuve. Let's go with Carlos Correa, both to get 1 hit, plus 125 odds as our first best bet of the day. Now, for our second best bet of the day, I'm going to go to the second matchup between the Orioles and the Texas Rangers. And I'm going to go with a player prop that's been doing really well for us. We've been giving out these pitcher props all postseason. We cashed in on Zach Gallen in the first series. We cashed in on Zach Wheeler last night. So let's run it back today with another line that looks just a little bit too low for me. And that's Dean Kramer over 10.5 outs, minus 130 on DraftKings. Now, 10.5 outs is not a lot of outs at all. Like, you literally just have to go through 2 batters in the 4th inning and you cash in on this one. And there's no reason why I don't think Dean Kramer can do that at home today for this Baltimore Orioles team who are facing elimination. Now, I get why this number is so low because of how explosive this Texas Rangers offense has been, especially early in games. But I just think this is a bounce back matchup for the Orioles. After putting up 8 runs in their last game in game 2, I think they realize that they're not going to be able to outshoot outshoot this Rangers offense. I think they know they're not going to be able to outscore them because of how hot they've been. And so I think they know that the pitching is going to be really important in this matchup, in this series, in this whole game. I mean, especially to keep their season alive. And because of that, I think Dean Kremer is going to be able to go deep in this game today. Now, if you've been tapped into the channel all year, Dean Kremer has made us a lot of money. We've tailed him several times throughout the year. He's actually been one of the most profitable pitchers in all of baseball this year. And I think that he has the ability to do the same thing for this team today. I know a lot of people on the Rangers, rightfully so, they're the hotter team. They've showed us a lot more to go off of than the Orioles have. The Orioles just seem a little stagnant here. But I think last game was kind of a wake-up call for the Orioles. Being able to score 8 runs against that Rangers team, that can give them some confidence there. And they're at home where they've been really good this year. I think we got to go with that today. I think we got to see what they can do. Similar to what I said in yesterday's video, the reason why I really like this outs prop is because of the type of usage that Orioles bullpen has been getting. They did get an off day yesterday, which helps, rest the relievers a little bit. Grayson Rodriguez, the pitcher for the Orioles who pitched in game 2, he didn't even make it out of the second inning in that matchup. So that forced the Baltimore Orioles bullpen to pitch 7 different guys for over 20 plus outs. That's a lot of work for a bullpen. And now you're going to ask them to come in another must-win game, in an elimination game, to do the same thing to keep this game close. That's a very tough ask. So because of that, I think Dean Kremer is going to have the ball in his hand for as long as he can last for. And we've seen him go deep against this Rangers offense before. He went 6-1 innings against them earlier this year, and that was despite giving up 3 runs. So I think in this matchup, if Dean Kremer can keep this game close, if the Orioles can score a few runs off of Javier early, which they should be able to do, because Christian Javier, the form that he has been in, has not been the most spectacular. I think that we see Dean Kremer at least go 4 or 5 innings in this one today, maybe even 6, because we want to be able to save those bullpen arms for the best guys in the situations where they're best in, because of the elimination factor of this matchup. So Dean Kremer over 10.5 outs is my second best bet of the day. This is just way, way, way too low of a line. And if Dean Kremer can keep this one close, which he should, because he's at home, he's got an 8-2 record at home, he's got an opponent batting average under 250, he should be able to get this one pretty easily. We can cash this one literally if he just gets through the 4th inning, which he should be able to do. So let's go with the Baltimore Orioles here and Dean Kremer to be able to get through 4 innings in 10.5 outs as our second best bet of the day. Well, that's it for me today, my friends. Only 2 games on the slate today with MLB on. I know there's a full hockey slate. Like I said, I'm still getting used to hockey. Last year was my first year really even taking hockey bets, so I'm going to need some help from you all in there. So if you're not inside our Telegram group, click the link in the bio so this way you guys can join our free group and you can share some of your hockey plays, and I'd love to tell y'all. I'll see you guys tomorrow as we'll come back for another MLB postseason video, and then maybe I might have another hockey play as well. We'll see. As always, dictate your fate. Let's get to that money, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Later, guys.